Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we will be playing Project Zomboid. Basically how this game works, it's The Walking Dead but on crack. So as we start this character, you can see how beautiful his hair is, and for some reason he forgot to wear his pants. So let's give him a name. This is the story of I Swallow Cum. So I spawned in. First thing that came to my itty bitty brain was to look for a weapon. As I was looking, the only thing I found was a frying pan. I decided that was good enough, found out that I was really hungry. So I searched my pantry, and I found a granola bar, I ate it, and I left my house. I went to go check on my neighbor Joe. Turns out he fell for my prank. One day, while he wasn't home, I swapped out all of his milk for bleach, and turns out he drank it. I did not know that Joe was that stupid. While he was laying there dead on the floor, I did the most reasonable thing. I broke into his house and looked at all of his belongings, and left. Soon after leaving my neighbor Joe's house, I tried to break into this house, but apparently the neighbors saw me. They tried telling me not to, so I reacted like any normal person would. I murdered them. Soon after murdering them, I found one of them had a cool hat, so I stole their hat and I broke into their house. Turns out, while I went through the window, I cut my hand. I did not have any band-aids on me, so I ripped my tank top off to use as a band-aid. But I got a little too carried away, and I decided to rip off all my clothes. So after looting what I could, I left. When I went to go rob another house, I realized that there were robbers trying to break into this house. I personally am disgusted with robbers, so I did the right thing by murdering them, and then I broke into the house. I immediately saw 3 people threesoming in the bathroom. I really wanted to join, but I had better priorities. What's this in the newspaper? Zombie apocalypse? No wonder these people are scared of me breaking into houses. They must think I'm a zombie. Realizing that I could not leave through the front door, I smashed the window, again cutting my hands. Good thing I had plenty of band-aids from all the clothes I ripped off. After dealing with more crazy people out front, I was starting to feel a little hungry, so I went into a house to loot. While looting this house, I found something that would perfectly fill my hunger. A dead mouse. As I immediately tried stuffing it into my mouse, apparently this guy heard. He tried getting in to get a bite of my mouse. So to assert my dominance, I murdered it. But soon afterwards, more people started flooding in to try a bite of my mouse. I think they may have mistaken me for the mouse because they begin eating me and they don't stop. As I'm sitting here getting eaten, I realize that the newspaper was talking about them, and I was in fact not the zombie. I tried leaving through the window, but the amount of bites I have received caused me to die immediately. When I went to the character creation screen for a second try, I noticed 2 major mistakes. After fixing those mistakes, I gave him a name, and this is the story of I'm About to Blow. You know what they say, new life, new me. So right after spawning, the tastiest option there was uncooked meat. So I decided to stuff that in my mouth and continue searching. While I was looting, I found a kitchen knife that I plan to do some very good things with. So after getting my kitchen knife, I decided to set on my way. While I was looting a house, it turns out this house was having a Super Bowl party and I was not invited. So instead of asking them if I could join their party, I decided to murder every single one of them. After murdering every single party person inside the house, it turns out I left one. When I went to go try to murder him, he had a weird way of defending himself and bit me. I do not know why he did this, and I left the house. So as I was breaking into this house to loot it, I found a gun. So I took the gun, loaded it up, to go find an innocent person to shoot. While searching for a person to shoot, I found all the people that were invited to the Super Bowl party. They all immediately started running to the house, and I, the party pooper I am, immediately started running back to try to stop the party because I was not invited. As I was running back to the house, I decided this would be a good spot to get some target practice. However, I really need to work on my aim. I tried running inside, close the curtain to make the people think that the party was not happening. However, they saw through this, and this makes them angry, and they start rioting. As people bust in and start partying, I think they mistook me for the Super Bowl food, so then they began eating me. So they ate me to death, and turns out there's a bunch of underage drinking, and somebody called the cops, and this makes them all scram. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know I did something a little bit different, and I know this video is a little bit short, but it was a big pain in the ass to edit. Just look at my timeline. Also, I forgot to mention in the video, this was completely my idea, and I did not take this idea off anyone. And you should definitely not check out the person in the description, because there is no one in the description. Well, if you guys did like this type of video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.